Food 2-4 against the Night Owls 3-3. Playoff implications are big time in this game right now. Just to give you an idea of what's going on here, Will Food 2-4 need to win this game to guarantee themselves a spot in the playoffs. Whereas the Night Owls, with a win, they were guaranteed a spot in the top 6, which keeps them automatic on next Thursday playoff run compared to next Tuesday play-in game. So very important for them to win this game. So there you go. Starting off the game there with a 3 for the Night Owls. Great shot there.
Shout out. That's bullshit. I just under the radar.
I'll do it in the next game.
I know, right? You guys win automatic. You know, I was like 3 beers deep that game too. Really?
I'm having a conversation here with, of course, the captain of the team that played Tuesday night, Chicken McBuckets. Chicken McBuckets have to play a doubleheader tonight, but Chicken McBuckets played Tuesday night, and Caleb, the captain of that team, actually had 41. I'm sorry, yeah, he's right here next to you. 41 points, but the most amazing part about it, he had 12 threes, and he probably only missed a few of them. So call it 12 for 15 or something. But they did lose that game, and they will have to play a doubleheader tonight. So, you know, with them guaranteeing themselves a win tonight would pretty much guarantee them a top 6 situation where they don't play in the play-in game. It could be a traffic situation with a lot of teams stuck at 3 and 4 after tonight. But right now, almost a great steal there by Kyler. I've been talking about Kyler this past week with his dad, Kerry, the captain of their team, and Kyler's been in this league, you know, since at the beginning of last year in spring league, and you know, without having TJ King, you know, he's had to take a leadership role. And what I've noticed about Kyler is not only that his shooting is always top notch, he's a clutch performer when it comes to that, but his defense has stepped up. I've noticed that he's up against some premier guards every week, and he's holding his own in many ways of being able to guard them one-on-one. He's been able to contest their shots. He's been able to keep you know, mano-a-mano, especially off the ball. It's tough to be able to guard these quick guards without the ball. They move around so well. But like I said, Kyler's been doing a great job, this season. Now they're up against the Night Owls, and the Night Owls with their brand new unis, great looking uniforms. They do have a reversible situation with those, and that's a really good thing to have, especially in this league. Now for the uniforms that the Will Hooper Food's wearing, you know, I provide all the teams with uniforms to use if they don't have them. So I do have about 3 different colors, 6 sets total to be able to be used. I do hand them out before the games, and I do collect them after the game and wash them and prepare them for next week. But of course, there's a few teams that have their own uniforms, which is great. You know, branding their own names. The Night Owl's been around for a long time. So they, you can see as they move the ball around, like I said, one of my favorite teams to watch. They really understand this game. You see how I love it. I love how they pass that ball around. Uh, they've all bought into the system, and that's why I like watching them, and that's why I try to implement with my own team, Hop a Breed. It's tough, when you don't have players that buy in. A lot of times, when when scoring is important to you, you kind of put winning a second priority. But with the Night Owls, winning is the most important priority for them, and they all can score, they all can do a lot, but they all know that they have to help each other, and in that way, if it's defense, offense, uh, passing the ball, moving the ball, screening for each other, that's when you can tell what the teams are doing well over here. Now Nate, a dynamic midi, as I call him, he can play defense on the bigs or the guards. He's got a great mid-range shot. He's got athleticism. And as you see it with the ball right here, he'll get that ball moving, get the Jason down low, of course. Big Jason. He was a pickup this past season. Jason is somebody that plays with us regularly at Muv Fitness in Mill Creek. Moved in the area, and he's a regular buddy of ours that plays ball. And Kerry needed a big, especially with TJ, being injured this season. And even Masamba came back from an injury, but he's here today actually. So they have a great lineup also. Colson is one of those guys that you love to have on your team. He's able to do so much without the ball. His athleticism, his quickness, his speed makes a big difference. Like I said, Masamba, former MUV MVP, back when they won the championship. He'll be coming in a little later here after he gets ready. Just came into the gym, kind of getting himself together before he comes into the game. 13-16 right now, 12 and a half minutes. Will Hoop for Food. Wow, what a shot. Almost dropped there for Kyler. Great pass. Great pass by T over to TJ. Moving the ball. Oh, what a great look there. Good pass. Golson passing over to Nate. 15-18 right now. Night Owls are up. 12-minute mark. Ball moving around here. TJ going inside. Strong. Nice layup. Outside shot. No good by Kyler. Long pass. TJ, another nice layup here. Clock. Kyler is down right now. He's holding his knee. Doesn't look good right now. He hit his knee up against the wall there. I don't know if he hit the wall or he actually hit the padding, but either way, if he doesn't land correctly, it could definitely be a serious injury here. June 1st.
Just got a huge shooting pain through my knee.
Well, just an update right now. Kyler just told me that he had feel like a hyperextension of his knee. Hopefully, it's nothing serious. He just felt a sharp pain going through his knee. So let's see what happens here if he's able to get back in the game or what. We're not sure. Well, Rodney just got in with Masamba. Now, the size of their team has definitely just jumped up a lot here because looking across the board, we got everybody above 6 feet. Dimitri in the mid-range, missing that. 17-22, the Night Owls are up at the 11-minute mark. Inside, Rodney throws it up, missing it, gets his own rebound, and the foul.
Good job, Rodney.
No good on first shot. Second is good. So 18-22. Passing out over to Seth. Seth kicks it out. Even though they missed that shot, it was a great look, great pass. Like I said, for all you young kids out there watching this for the first time, or even the older kids, or even adults, watch Night Owls, how they move that ball around. Because proper basketball is being played when they play. They just take what the defense gives them, And that's what really the key is when it comes to basketball. Being able to recognize defenses. Moving the ball around to TJ. TJ getting inside the paint. No, passing it back over. Traps to take a deep one. Oh, good right there. 25-18. Jason, the biggest point guard you can see in this league, probably bringing the ball down. And you got a high pick here. Colson looking inside. A foul there. T fouling number 11. Just under 9 minutes to go, 18-25. Rodney making his second attempt, 19-25 right now. Seth going in strong, got a little angle, takes the layup.
Be patient.
Colson going inside to Nate. Nate moving the ball around. Jason takes a big three. Wow. Jason's opened up his game, being able to shoot outside, being able to play inside. It's a big deal, with this nowadays basketball, being able to have the bigs to be able to go inside and outside. Great offensive rebound there by Seth. 22-29. Outside shot, no good. Over to the corner. Shot, no good. Here comes Nate. Nate bringing it over. Colson looking to get inside. And here comes the Night Owls. What a look inside. Look at this. Over to the captain. The captain takes a long three. All net. 32-22. 10-point lead now. 7-minute mark coming up in the first half. Oh, behind the back. Jason's starting to show his basketball dribbling skills here. But here comes the Night Owls again in transition. Good pass over to T. T goes in strong with a layup. 34-22 is a 12-point game. Will Hooper Foods got to try to get themselves a bucket here. Not much ball movement. High pick there, passing it out to Masamba. Masamba can hit the three. Missing it though. Almost offensive rebound by Rodney. And here comes the Night Owls. They're so good in the transition game. Look at the ball movement right there. Timeout. At the 6:18 mark, there is a timeout in the first half, 22-36. The Night Owls needing this win to be able to move up in the rankings or at least be in the top 6 for playoffs next week. Will Hooper Food, they need this win to stay alive and be able to be in the play-in game next week. If they lose, their chances of making the playoffs is very slim. They have to now worry about another team later on tonight to lose for them to get in. At 2-4, that's a tough situation. Like I said, I posted on our group chat, the playoff system has a play-in game where the 7th seed and the 10th seed will play each other for the 7th seed, and the 8 and 9 seed will play each other for the final seed, 8th seed. And we'll see what happens coming up at the end of this night and seeing all the playoffs happening right now. Got Benny over here, over with the Chicken McBuckets. He's here early, checking out the scene. Benny, I don't know if you know the situation with you guys. You guys are now at 3-2. You do have a double header tonight. Yeah, and so you guys win one of those 2 games, you pretty much solidify yourselves in the top 6, which you don't have to play the play-in game. Now, there's a situation that you might, if you do lose them both, you might be in a play-in situation. What's your guys' thought process? Yeah, you guys should be able to make the playoffs because of your head-to-head situation, but we have to kind of look at that and see. But I'm pretty sure there's point differential situations going on and all that. I know you guys had a lot of injuries and tough breaks, and you guys.
His ankle's not too great, but we're trying to get at least one win in. And but we have one of our players who was also supposed to play with us this year, but he was also hurt. He's coming back today. Okay. It's Caleb's brother.
Oh, nice,
yeah.
nice.
So we got him playing, and then we have another person who was supposed to play with us, who also played college ball with Alex. He broke something in his hand, some bone in his hand. Okay. So he'll probably be with us next season. Okay. But we're kind of, we still think we can win it this year. Yeah. But we got to make sure that everyone's healthy for the playoffs.
Yeah. Now, CJ came back Tuesday night. The rumor was that he had a major injury in his knee or something. Yeah. But he told me Tuesday night it was probably a hyperextension, and he played pretty well.
Yeah, he played pretty well. He got a little frustrated. I think it was maybe the reffing situation, but we'll come back. He'll do well. He usually does well. He just got a little flustered, I think, with just he knows Kevin, so he's got a little history. He went to high school with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I didn't know that. So that's a little backstory on why he was so heated, I guess, in that. But
okay.
Yeah.
I see. So. Yeah, he's referring to Kevin Villalobos. So Kevin did me a favor by coming in and filling in. The referees couldn't make it on Tuesday night, but Kevin did his best to go in there, without a whistle and without a jersey.
Kevin's a great guy too. He knows the game of basketball. He's a good basketball player. But yeah, without a whistle, it's tough to officiate a game. Yeah. You can't stop the play. Everyone keeps going. So, yeah.
Well, Chicken McBuckets is a team of a bunch of buddies that played together back in the AAU times, and of course, when you have chemistry like that, it shows on the court. And them being at 3-2, they're in position there to make the playoffs, of course, with 2 games to go tonight. Now, looking at these 2 teams here, Benny, one of my favorite teams to watch, the Night Owls. They really move the ball well. What do you think about the Night Owls? You played against them the past couple seasons.
They seem to to get the best of us a lot of the times we play them, and it's actually frustrating because it comes down to we had our full team and we lost to them in the playoffs.
Okay.
And then we also decided to take a night off. We're like, oh no, it's not that good of a team. We're going to be able to do it, and some of us didn't show up, and then we got beat. So it's like, no, you cannot take a day off with the Night Owls. They definitely know how to play basketball. They move the ball. It seems like they are practicing or something, kind of like your team. You guys have plays. Yeah. And so, they definitely have chemistry. I don't know if they've known each other before this or not, but they're a good team.
Yeah, the Night Owls have been around for a decade. They've been playing together, and they're well known around the Seattle area for basketball, men's leagues, and stuff like that. But they're debuting their brand new jerseys tonight.
I saw that. They're pretty cool. I mean, it's making us want to get some Chicken McBuckets jerseys.
Yeah, a lot of teams, like I said earlier, they use, of course, the MUV jerseys if they don't have them. But there's a few teams that have their own jerseys, and like you said, these new reversible Night Owl jerseys are perfect for this league, being able to help out. Would be able to switch to white or black anytime. But looks like Seth got a little knee injury there. They might have to call a timeout. There might be a cramp situation. 2 minutes to go in the first half, 27-42. Talking with Benny over here with the Chicken McBuckets team.
He needs to play some defense, right?
Oh, well, there's
great defense against this guy.
There's the captain giving his 2 cents in about defense. That's the guy that made 12 threes, but I don't know about defense, but he made 12 threes.
No idea of Dennis.
Yeah, he is. Caleb's one of the better defenders in the league here. He loves the challenge, and he always makes it a point to let me know who he's going to try to stop on any given night. But he's done real well against some of the top-notch guards in this league. Talking about your guys' team, with the pickup of CJ, it's kind of taking the pressure off you, Caleb, to have to bring the ball down. Now, you and Benny are able to kind of spot up now with having CJ. What has CJ done for you guys since you guys have used them this year?
I mean, he's definitely opened up the lanes for us. So he draws in 2 people for us, and then we were able to get an open shot just because of him. He's definitely someone that every team tries to stop. He's a hard person to stop. But then if you try and stop him, you got Caleb over here setting up for a 3-pointer. So if we're hitting our shots, it's a tough team to beat.
Yes, that's true. We got Anton over here, walking around with the camera. It's always good to get that perspective, up close with the plays and being able to see up close with the players. He does a lot of good things with the camera and editing and all that. So one of the things we talked about, guys, is that Anton is actually going to start highlighting player of the game, or actually not player of the game, but game of the week. And so I don't know if you guys saw it last week, but after we go home, he edits it play by play, puts a score up on there on the game, and so it actually became real popular because last week's game, Big B's Bakery against
I saw that
the guys. Yeah, they had the most views in any of the games this past season. So it kind of helps with the extra editing and seeing the score as you watch it, right?
Definitely. Yeah. No, I think that's definitely a great idea because sometimes when I'm watching, I'm like, I don't know what the score is. It'd be great to have a little thing in the corner showing me what the score is. So, that's cool.
Yeah, I know. It seems so simple when you see it on the NBA games, right? But I didn't realize how much editing it takes to be able to do that.
You do it on the spot, too. It's like going on live, so something goes down, then someone's got to spring into action and try and get it back up and running. So, no, it is tough. I commend them for doing that.
Yeah.
I know how to work an Excel table, but not edit a video.
Yeah. Well, the next game coming up, this is at halftime right now, 30-47, 17-point lead by the Night Owls. Chicken McBuckets is up going against the Tormented Souls team, which is the talk of the league right now with the 2 college guys here. They're near you here, but those guys have changed it up, right? I mean, those guys, they both entered at different times of this season and both debuted with 50-point productions coming off the bat, right off the bat. So any given game, these 2 guys can really showcase their talent They both just finished up their college careers at Shoreline College, and now they're going to be moving on to another college for the next 2 years. But for now, they're having a good time here at the MUV League. You guys kind of got your hands full with these two guys, but they do have other players on that team. Of course, the captain of that team, of course, Chris Hooper, as I call him. He's close to 50 years old, and he's still hooping it up.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, I know what
yeah, right?
He's got the long socks.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
He just runs around till he gets an open three and then knocks it down right in your face.
Yep. There it is. That's Chris Hooper in a nutshell. You got to kind of get up on him, and he's a former D1 school was a D1 player. Played at a big college back in college time, but he loves the game. You know, one of the things I joke around about him is that, you know, right out of college he became a dad, and for 10 years he didn't play basketball, and after the kids got older he was able to get back in. So the way I look at it, he saved 10 years from his knees. Right?
That's true. I mean, I don't know how good his knees are right now because he doesn't do a whole lot of jumping, but he runs around. But no, that's definitely, as soon as you start to see the older dudes running around, they can't jump too high because
that's right.
Got all that cartilage gone.
Yeah, that's right. You know, like I said, you know, I still play ball at this age too, but you know, one of the things I always say is self-preservation. The longer we can last, the better. And if you don't have to play too hard all the time, that'll be good.
Well, playing like Westbrook. Stop playing like
Yep. Caleb now is, how old are you now, Caleb?
I'm 27.
Caleb's still at a young age, but I always say to my friends that are getting to that 30 age, 32 to 35 is a dangerous time frame because our minds still think that we can do what we can do in the 20s, but our body's saying no.
My knees have always felt like they're 85, so I just tough through it.
Yeah. Oh, Caleb, of course, played high school ball up in the north side of Washington State, Arlington, and his dad, well-known coach up there in the north side. If you guys ever heard of the 3-on-3 up in Arlington, where they have it on the old airport strip, that's his dad right there, Mr. Bryson. Mr. Bryson has been running that thing for over a decade. Does a great job, over 100 teams easily. It's a lot of fun up there. I've played it a few times. Brought my AAU kids up there once. It's been a lot of fun. Well, here we are, just under 18 minutes in the second half here. 32-52, 10-point game. Will Hooper Food, they need desperately to win this game to keep their playoff situation. Really? Yeah.
That's Joel's brother?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Jalen.
I lost to...
He knows your brother.
Dude, I lost to your brother to go to the Tacoma. My senior year, yeah.
Go ahead.
We went my junior year. My senior year.
Small world over there. I was talking to Caleb. Caleb, back in the day in high school, you know, lost to a very good player in Joel Stepney, which is the older brother of Jalen Stepney that plays in our league. Joel plays overseas right now in Australia, I think, as a professional. And this league has a lot of players that played college ball, ex-college players, and of course, overseas players at some point in their careers. But as you can see, 16. Oh, a missed shot there by TJ. Will Hooper Food trying to cut this lead down. Turnover there. Well, it's good to see Kyler's back in action. He looked like he had a really tough injury, but it looked like it's okay now. He's back in the game.
Dennis, I was curious in how this game affects our playoff look, because I know we're the 5th seed, and these Night Owls are like 6 or 7, but if they win this, they'll have the same record as us.
Right. So that's Kevin Villalobos referring to the playoff pitcher, and Kevin, of course, his team is of course right now sitting in a situation where they've already